Welcome back to Zing,
Zing.
the reality podcast, where representations matters the most. I'm your co-host Montrell.
And I'm your co-host, Brandy.
In this corner of the internet, we are discussing all things season 28 of Big Brother, and we are so excited to spend another season with y'all.
Y'all know with Big Brother, nothing is what it seems. Someone is always lying, and betrayal is the name of the game.
And we're here to discuss it all. In this episode, we are sizing up the season 28 cast and judging a book by its cover. Literally. So let's get into it. Now look, first we got to start off with the theme of the season, which is the time trip theme. Okay? So how do we feel about that?
I'm not really with the themes. They're losing me with the themes. I'm with it because, like, it's Big Brother. But, yeah.
So the first thing I thought when I think time trip, I think they're about to bring every single alumni you can think of to do a skit or do some type of performance or do some type of hosting for it. So
hmm
expect it. And you know the theme, expect the unexpected, right?
Yeah.
Expect every single BB alum to come and host a game, you know?
But you know what? I'm going to speak on that because I feel like maybe that's why I didn't really like the time trip theme because
Mhm.
you automatically expect them to bring somebody back, right?
Right.
And can we just pop this lid already? Like, why can't we just do a virgin cast? Like, why can't we just do a virgin cast? Not have any alumni, any all-star, like, let these people live.
They can't help themselves. And I think because unfortunately this is an iconic season where we're going to meet the first ever primetime series with 1000 episodes, they
Mhm.
have to like basically pop their like yeah,
They got to pop it.
like yeah, they have to pop it. And I think that is the main reason behind it because they honestly could have done and they should have done, and I know you're not gonna like this, right? An all star cast. I feel like there has been too many seasons in between the last all star season, and this season was probably supposed to be an all star season, but they couldn't do that because this is the milestone season where they hit 1,000 episodes, which no series has ever done, right? So because of that, they're going to have to bring in the old with the new and make it like this big yeah. Because like Survivor, for instance, did their all-star season just now at 50. This is like, even at season 50, Survivor still didn't beat Big Brother at the 1,000 episode mark. So you see what I'm saying? Like, they had
No.
to like do it and like kind of pull back on it still.
Okay, but see, I feel like this is where reindeer games come in. Like that's when you utilize those shows to do your all-star cast. Like I think we have not had a whole virgin cast. I mean, it's been a couple of years. It's not that
Yeah,
far back.
yeah,
It
it's
has
been a
been a
good
couple of
three, four,
years.
5 years. 3, 4,
But
5
I
years,
feel
yeah.
like that's where the real magic is in Big Brother. When you have people who don't know how to play the game, who don't know how to play the game, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm with you. I'm with you,
are
and
you though? Are you?
I really am because I want look. I want to be a part of a Virgin cast.
Hello, clock that tea.
I want to be a part of a Virgin cast, which is why every time I don't get picked, and then they start adding other people, I'd be like, bet.
Beverage noted.
Because I get it, and I think that they are trying to come on, the theme time trap, they are going to do nothing but warp everybody that they can into it. The first We won't even get into the first episode yet, but you saw what happened. The first person they pulled up, alumni, BB alum, like they're going to
And so, yeah,
it's just a thing. It's just a thing. So with that, right?
yeah.
Let's get into the Broville of it all, which is new, the first ever BB Broville.
Yeah. Which I thought, let me just tell you, I was just like, I was super excited because I was like, they're going to have it on YouTube, which means they're going to give us more of an episode. And they're not going to have to go through these like introductions.
Yes.
But I was
Or
wrong.
so we thought. Or
Or
so we
so we
thought.
thought. I was like, why is this taking up all my 90 minutes? Because
Still,
we could be doing
still.
something else.
I will say it gave us more information about them and like their like personality up front, but like unnecessarily because we see their personality after 80 plus episodes, right? So
Right.
like did we need it? No. Were there like little quirks a part of it that were like, okay, I got to like pick a side earlier, maybe. Necessary? No.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't necessary, but it was cute though because I was so I don't know if I should admit this, but I was so clocked in at work. Like I was doing my little report and I had my AirPod in and I was like, I picked you up. So anyway, it was
Yeah.
cute. It was cute.
I think the Broville part of it was like the house that they wanted to show because they
True.
do show it on social media normally. And I
Right.
think that was their way of incorporating the YouTube part of everything,
Yeah.
which is like, bet, cool, thank you. Because I guess the YouTube part of it all, they're going to incorporate more of the live parts that we don't get in the live feeds, which I don't even participate in
Yet.
yet.
Yet. Okay.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned. But the YouTube part of it is going to be like even more on top of the live feed that they don't show because I think there's a certain like I don't know. I think they can't do a certain part of live feeds that they're going to do on YouTube.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm here for it. I'm gonna be clocked in tomorrow at 9 p.m. So either
They're not
way,
so it's not actually going to be live until after the BB Unlocked, which is a
right,
whole nother.
right, right.
But that's because they still haven't revealed the cast, the full cast, which brings us to the judging the book of its by its cover, and which why we're here in the first place, right?
Right.
Let's get into that, and I'll let you start it off on where you want to start, and like and we'll get cracking on it because
So
there's a lot of them to get by.
let's just start with Miss Ashley.
Okay.
She is 24 from Baltimore. She is a bartender. One thing I will say about this whole cast, they all mark themselves as lifelong Big Brother fans. Some just started watching, I think like a year ago or so, but for the most part, they all said, "I'm a Big Brother super fan," or "I've been watching since I was 8 years old." And I was like, that is funny. But is that your boo? Is that your tomato? Tomato,
Boo,
tomato, tomato.
tomato, tomato.
Okay, so Ashley, she's cute. Like she's tall,
Hmm.
she's dark. Like I mean, like dark features. But she is like a bartender. So it's funny because I was watching her tonight and I was like, she gives bartender vibes. Like
Hmm.
she's quirky, she's cute, she's a little flirty. Like I think she's gonna be a good time.
So you know what the first impression was?
What?
Was the Instagram video that they had posted, and she was silent as a mouse. Well, actually, it was like the YouTube video, but it was also the Instagram.
Yeah,
She was like, "Hi, I'm 24. I'm a bartender.
yeah,
Speak up."
yeah,
She was the first one, and so it was like, "Oh, brother, what's
yeah,
going on here?"
yeah.
And and honestly, that kind of pushed me towards her. Like my opinion about her, I didn't really get a good gist, so I was like, I'll wait to watch her, but it didn't give me much. And she started whispering in the first 5 seconds, and I was like, okay,
That's the thing.
that's exactly what she's gonna give in the season.
I don't think she's gonna give quiet. I don't think she's gonna give that during the season, but I will say I am unsure about her. I feel
Hmm.
like she is gonna be a wild card in the house, and
Hmm.
I don't know if that's a good thing or that's a bad thing, but I'm just unsure about her right now. So we shall see.
Right, we shall
Yeah.
see.
Okay, so next person on the list is Mr.
Hmm.
Barrett from Austin, Texas. He's a Jumbotron engineer. So yeah, thoughts?
So the first one of the first things that he did not say, but that I noticed was that he said he's 6'6". Okay, and
Hmm.
so when he said that, I was like, oh, okay. So whether he likes it or not, he's going to be some type of prevalent character.
Yes.
Bump his personality, bump what he has to offer, bump where he's from. He's from Texas. You go Texas. We Houston down, right? He's 6'6". And
Yeah.
so because of that, he deems himself not himself, but like he gets the reputation immediately as some type of tall threat
Yeah.
regardless. Like
Yeah.
everybody's looking up to this boy. So with that, glasses, mustache and all, he's still some type of threat. And it's like, okay, hey, I actually think he might be a good addition to the cast. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm not
Mhm.
mad at it. But that's all
Okay.
I have for him.
So let me tell you, the one thing that I will say about this cast is that there were similarities to other cast members in the past. And I
Yep.
don't know if
All of
that,
them. All of
all
them.
of them, yes, but I don't know if that was strategic on Big Brother's side. And I cannot think of his name because I want to say it right now. I can't think of his name. But there was a tall white guy, nerdy, pop beast,
Michael.
tall. Was it Michael?
Michael.
Okay, that's who he put me in the mind frame of. When he said
Mm-hmm.
6'6", I was like, well, he's as tall as
Mm-hmm.
Michael. And then, baby, I like Barrett. I'm gonna put
Is it
it out there.
Michael? It's Michael? Yes, it's Michael.
Is it Michael? So check that. We're gonna come back to that.
We're gonna come back to
However,
that.
that's who that put me in the mind frame of.
I 100% see where you're coming from, and I know we're talking about the same person.
Hmm.
Um, Michael BB28. Yes,
Yeah,
it's Michael, season 24.
yeah.
And I don't know how tall he was, but Comp Beast, yes, he
I
was.
think he was like six. He was somewhere between 6'3" and 6'5". Because as soon as he said 6'6", I was like, "That's who it is.
Yep,
It's Michael." But
yep.
I like Barrett. I am super intrigued to see where he goes this
Six
season.
three. He's 6'3".
Yep.
Yep.
See, I was close.
You ate that. You ate that. So he is, I think, bigger and like more of a, dare I say, I won't say personality, but I'll say like more of a presence than
Hmm.
Michael. I think Michael, before he started winning, played the back. And I think
Hmm.
Barrett is actually going to show up. So I'm not mad
Yeah.
at Michael. I mean, I'm not mad at. See, I'm already calling him Michael. I'm not mad at Barrett and his presence in general, but I knew as a 6'6" man, you can't just not be there. Like you're gonna be noticed.
Yeah.
It,
And
it just
even
is.
in his even when he was talking about himself, he was saying how like he's gonna smile a lot, he's gonna stab you in the back. So I feel like he's gonna have like a threat, like not super aggressive, but he's
Right.
going to have an aggressive gameplay. And I feel like that is gonna be interesting because you look at him and you're like,
Right.
he gonna get it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel
But
it. I
see,
feel it.
here's where I come in, right? And this is for all of them, and this is less about Barrett and everybody else, and this is more about the general of. And I'm gonna say it early on in the episode, right? They all said the same thing, and I was like, "Oh, this boo boo
Hmm.
cast." And you know what? You said it to me, and you were like, "I'm that great," but when I heard their explanation of themselves, it was all the same. Like, oh, I'm a hero, but I'm a villain to some.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make it count when it counts. Oh, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
oh, like, and I don't want everybody to be one thing or another. And I don't want everybody to be, a villain. Or I don't expect anybody to be anything. But when everybody says, oh yeah, I'm gonna show them what it's like to. I just hated the way they explained
Yeah.
it. Everything sounded the same. If you watch that Broville,
Yeah.
they literally all said the exact same thing in different fonts.
But that's also because they were asking the same exact question, which I thought wasn't smart, right? Like, switch it up because they all talked about how I think there was only like two people, which we'll get into, who said that they wouldn't be in a bromance, I mean, a showmance. Everybody
Right,
wanted a showmance. Everybody
right,
said that they're going to come and they're going to play Big Brother and they're this super
right.
fan and they're going to bring their villain era out. And it's like, oh, you're not. No, you're not.
You're not.
You're
You're
not.
not. You're not. And even if you are, I don't believe you. And I think that's a part of it. It's like I think they have a really bubbly like. I don't think they realized. And this is what I will say. I don't think they realized in that interview that they were casted yet. I
Gotcha.
think they were still auditioning because that is what you say in the auditions.
Yeah.
Showmance, I'm open to it, but we'll see,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Will you be a villain or a hero? I'll be a hero to some, but a villain to some.
Hmm.
Like, it's okay for them to, as production, to ask the same question, but I think, like, be true to who you are. Cause me, I'm a villain. I promise you, I'm gonna be a villain. You might not know it, you might not see it, but when you see it, it will be too late, and that's the honest truth, and that's
Yeah.
okay. You don't have to pretend like, boy, I oughta. Like,
Yeah.
stop. It's
Yeah.
okay.
But
It's
also
okay.
too, I think the thing that they don't realize is that you have all these big plans, but then when you get into the house and you're spending
Yes.
80 to 90 days with these
Yes.
people, your
Yes.
irritation, your overstimulation, your real attitude is gonna come out. So like
Exactly.
don't put the cart before the horse. You know what I'm
Right. Right.
saying?
Right.
But
Right. Because
anyway,
this is
okay,
right. Okay. So then we move on to our next person.
okay. So the next person is Chuck. He's from Dallas. He's from Dallas, Texas. So he is like our neighbor. He's 27 and he is a supply chain analyst. So I'm gonna let you start off with him because I don't think you're gonna like appreciate my commentary.
Listen. Listen. It doesn't even matter what your commentary is about Chuck. I love Chuck. Chuck. Chuck is. Hey. There I start. You want me to start? Can I start?
Go ahead.
Chuck is on my BB draft, okay? Chuck
Okay.
is on my BB28 draft. Chuck Chuck is a similar version to what I see how I come into a game, how I come to this game. Because where he's coming from, and he said it, he hit the nail on the head. Bump the whole like Nigerian cowboy thing, which like is very niche for Big Brother, right? The tens for production. Hello, thank you,
Yes.
production, right? But also, he's grown up in a house full of women, which I think most people don't touch on, and I don't think you realize like the mental and like physical, like the I don't know not the turmoil, but like
The chaos.
mindset, the
Yeah.
mindset that comes with that. And I think he came in knowing like, hey, I grew up in a house full of women. Not only can I make women friends and I can make women feel comfortable, but I also am a attractive black man who's from the South and genuinely like nice, just in general. I think he gets to play that same role that I feel like I would come into the game playing, which is like, y'all gonna be comfortable around me.
Yeah.
Y'all probably gonna want to flirt with me. And if you don't flirt with me, you're probably gonna think I'm like your son. And if you don't think I'm your son, you think I'm your brother. So it's like we're smoothing, we're chilling. And it's like he's
Yeah.
gonna come in also as a threat, but a soft threat. He's like the teddy bear. And I guarantee you, somebody on this cast is gonna call him the big teddy bear. And that's what you need in this game. You need somebody to think you are just a little bit less of a threat than you actually are, and more of a companion. And that is what Chuck brings. He's on my BB draft. That's what I say, and I'll leave it to you. Go ahead.
I think Chuck needs to be aware that you just did all this promo for him because baby, like he needs to take you a check. 'Cause what?
I'm gonna put
I'm
my
so
cash app
excited
in
over
the. I'm gonna put my cash app in the con.
we're gonna go this chart. My
Chuck was on my
goodness.
BB draft,
Okay, so okay, so I am torn, right? Because I literally want to like I want to root for everybody black.
right?
I don't like that.
Why?
I
Give me a
don't
good why.
know.
Give me a good why.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a good why. I
Okay.
just
Okay.
like. I don't know if. I don't know. When I was watching him on Broville, I was like, "Oh, I'm not moved. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not moved." However, I will say the flip side to that. What I did like him saying though is what you've already touched on: the fact that he has grown up in a house full of Nigerian sisters. And again, the fact that he's grown up with sisters is one thing. The fact that they're Nigerian sisters
Is a
is
whole
a
nother.
totally different ball field. And so that is going to lean into his like you said, like how he can have the girl alliance because he
Mm-hmm.
knows what they like are like can anticipate mood swings, can roll with the mood. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But then
Mm-hmm.
he was like, I can also be a barber to the men, like
Yes,
best of
yes,
both
yes, yes,
worlds.
yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
That is strategy, and that's what I hated about the Broville was that they all said the same thing about their
Hmm.
strategy.
Hmm.
Real strategy is the little things. I grew up with sisters, so I know how to not even deal with women, but for the sake of the lack of a better words, deal with women on a grand scale every day,
Hmm.
24/7,
Yeah.
mood swings, XYZ, and then I also am a bro.
Yeah.
And I also am gonna cut the bro's hair. And mind you, he's not walking into a house of black bros,
Yeah.
but he can cut their hair.
Right.
And that and he said it best. The questions you can ask, and this is me being somebody who's cut people's hair, the questions you can ask in a
Yes.
as a barber while you're
Yes.
in my chair at my disposal at your head
Right.
is a lot of control. And not that it's like, oh, he can control their game, but you're vulnerable. And when
Uh,
you're vulnerable and you're being vulnerable with me and I am literally at your head,
yep.
it just comes out
Yeah.
naturally. And you're
Yeah.
not in the game anymore. You're trying to get your hair cut before the you're trying to be cute for the live show, right?
Yeah. So the thing with Chuck is that I mean I don't hate Chuck. Let me say like
Right.
so
Obviously.
so for our BB draft, we have 5 slots, right? He's number 7. So he's not all the way
Okay.
at the bottom, but he's not in the draft either. So I'm just not sold on Chuck yet.
That's
I
cool.
like how he said his strategy was, but there was something about him I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But that is going to lead us into the next contestant
Okay.
who I do not like. My God, I do not like this man, Drew, the 22
Oh
year
my
old
gosh.
dental
Oh my
assistant
gosh.
from California.
No. First out. I'm calling it. First out.
I don't think he's going to be the first out, but I think he is going to be first 3 weeks out.
Cool. Cool with
Yeah.
me. Get him gone. For her to episode 1, and I don't even know who said it. I want to say it was
Oh,
Haley or
no,
Ashley.
no, no, no. It was Melody. It was Melody.
Melody. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna get annoyed immediately.
Yeah.
You ate that." And
Yeah.
Melody, we aren't at you yet, but you are good with me because
Yeah.
and you're not on my draft, but you're good with me because he's like, no,
Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
no,
It was funny because I was watching with, my daughter Anaya, and so she was like, "Oh, he gives frat boy all day." Like, and then it
not the
was
good
funny
kind though.
because somebody was like, "He gives frat boy vibes,"
Frat boy.
but here's
Yep.
here's the thing, like, and I told you this before when we talked about like previous people, like, what's the one that I say I can't stand? Jason? No, the one with the pants.
Josh.
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 I do not like people who are overly loud, who are overly like extra for no
Just
reason, like
rambunctious.
for no
Yeah.
reason. Like,
Yeah.
pipe down, just a little bit, just take it down. Like you're at a 10, take it to a 7.5.
I honestly don't even think they showed how rambunctious he was. Like they tried to clip him when
Yeah,
she was saying how annoying he was,
yeah.
but I think he's way worse than what they showed us. And
But
that
you could tell in the
you
Broville.
can tell. You can tell.
Totally tell in
You
the
can tell.
Broville.
He
Yeah,
said, "I'm gonna my side hairstyle is what's gonna go trendy on TikTok." Oh my gosh. Send him home, please.
right now.
Please. And guess what? First HOH, if you send him home, nobody got bad blood with you.
At all. At all.
Nobody.
At all. At all. Okay, so then that leads us into Haley, who is from Missouri. She's 29 and she runs a clinic that sells peptides.
How tall is she? Did they say?
I
She's
think
five
she
nine.
said
She's 5'9".
she's 5'9". Yeah.
She said that she is a very intimidating woman, and
No.
I
She said people think that she's intimidating.
I got very intimidating. I will say.
Really?
I think she is a beast. And I'm not going to say like I would be intimidated, but I think she's to this cast, to the women, and
Yeah.
if she were to gravitate toward any males, she would
Hmm.
be the most intimidating of the women on the cast. In a great way. Like I like her a lot. I think
Yeah.
she is, and I want to put it in perspective. I think she is who Christmas thinks she was.
You hate that.
Christmas
Okay.
thought she was big and bad.
Yes.
Haley is who I think Christmas thinks she
Oh,
was.
I
I'm
can see
sorry.
that. I
Yeah.
see that.
Zing?
Zing, Zing. That's a Zing. Here's the thing with Haley. I like her, but I did
I do.
write a note that said I don't think she's gonna go far. Only
Mm-mm.
because
She can't.
she looks like she could be a comp beast, I absolutely love her leg tat, like her full leg tat.
Yeah.
And I feel like other people are going to see that and be intimidated by that too, right?
Hmm.
And you can tell she's quiet, like,
You
and
think?
well, she's really soft spoken. In the Broville, I felt like she was super soft spoken.
Okay.
I feel like the clips that they showed of her, like introducing her in the episode tonight,
Hmm.
I feel like it showed a little bit more personality than it did on Broville. But
Hmm.
I literally walked away like, I like her, but she's just not gonna go that far. I think I see her halfway point.
I get. You know who I thought of immediately when you said what you just said? A Mackenzie. You remember we didn't think much of Mackenzie,
Mm-hmm.
and Mackenzie was final two. So like
Mm-hmm.
I see how it can go. The like,
Yeah.
okay, you're this threat that doesn't make it far, or you're this quiet threat who we thought was a threat. We didn't think you're not a threat because you're quiet, and now you're in the final two. So like
It could go
between the
either way.
Christmas. Between the Christmas and the Mackenzie, she could do some damage if she plays
Yeah.
her cards right, and I'll say that.
And I do want to
And
say
I like
one,
that.
yeah, I like that too. And one thing about her that she said, kind of going, touching on what Chuck said, like how he talked about his strategy, she works with women who in their hormones, right? And
Hmm.
so anybody who works with women in their hormones, and this is coming from me who worked in a hormone clinic for 5 years, you know how to deal with women on a totally different level than, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a totally different mind frame because of
Right.
the hormones, right? And so I think that she is going to strategically use that to her advantage, which she kind of alluded to in Broville. And I was like, be smart. Like, you're not going to take anything too offensively. You're not
Hmm.
going to, like, you're going to ride that wave with
Right.
whoever. And so I think interesting. I just don't think she's going to go that far. So,
Okay, so you say you don't. Okay, so
yeah.
but let's. I'm gonna throw it to you, right?
Okay.
With that, how do
Hmm.
you play that? Like, is it like a women's alliance where you can actually kind of control them? Not control them, but like you can kind of balance them out. You can kind of be the glue of the women.
Hmm.
Is it like okay, I'm going to just individually link with the girls one on one? Is it like what? How do you play that?
If it was me, I would play
Hmm.
it with alliance, like an all girls alliance. Yeah, that's how I would play it. Like, of course, I would try to connect with them individually, and then okay, well, she's kind of this and she's kind of
Hmm.
that, right? But collectively, I think they could do something. Let's hope.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to get to the next person who is Taylor, 27, from Florida, the school counselor. She put you in the mind frame of, let's start there. If she put me in the mind frame of somebody, and Naya was like, absolutely not.
I'm not gonna lie. She irritated myself, and I knew you were not gonna like me saying that, but I think she was nervous, and I'll say in her Broville she was nervous, and I didn't like anything she said. I didn't like anything she said. Mind you, she was one of the last people to go,
She
and she
was.
said the same thing everybody else said, and it irritated me. I think the one thing she said that was like, I'm going to be true to myself and I'm going to tell them I'm a counselor. And that was my thing that I was like, ooh, I don't even know if that's the right idea because they're going to be like, she's trying to counsel me. She's
Right.
trying to, everything
Like the
else she said.
psychology of it. Yeah.
Yes, I think she's showing her cards of, which is not like crazy because especially if she puts the whole elementary school part of it, like it feels less threatening. But like psychology is psychology, whether it's elementary or collegiate, whatever,
Hmm.
whatever. But I don't know. She didn't say anything interesting to me, and I think I'm rooting for everybody black, and I say that, and I'll
Hmm.
say that 1,000 times to the rooftop, to the mountaintops. But she didn't say anything that gave me I'm rooting for you, and I feel like this is the same mindset I had for Ashley before I saw Ashley play. So I'm gonna give her
Hmm.
benefit of the doubt, but she said nothing to me. She spoke nothing to me. And she looks like Ashley. That's what I will say. She looks like an Ashley-ish, Taylor-ish
Hmm.
Taylor.
Okay. I can say that. I
But
can see
she
that.
gave me, she gave me, she was nervous in her Broville. I'll say that.
Yeah. So I'm Sweet for the coin, right?
Okay.
So Taylor is
I figured this would be, yeah.
so I love my little black women. I love my black
I
women.
do too.
So
I do.
um Taylor, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the biggest fan of her at first. And I don't even know when it kind of changed. But she did
Hmm.
make it to my BB draft.
What? As she should though. As she should, just because.
As she
Hey,
should. But
hey,
here's the thing.
I,
Here's the
everybody
thing.
black, and I stand on that.
Right. Here's the thing. Like, it's so funny because I wrote my notes. I was like, she's a baddie. 110%,
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
She did put me in the mind frame of Mickey a little bit, right? She did. Say she didn't.
I'm with Anaya. Absolutely not.
You didn't get a little Mickey
Not
vibe
as
from
I
her?
didn't get anything. Listen, I didn't get anything from her, so it would definitely we didn't get me because mind you, I put Mickey on my draft.
Right.
So
I put Mickey on my draft.
exactly,
Yeah.
Taylor gave me nothing. Like I don't want to say bad or good. She gave me nothing. So that's why
Yeah.
I just left her in the middle.
The one thing I will say is that when she was talking about her strategy, I was like, girl,
Mm-mm.
you're doing too much. Like, I just need you to bring that down a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she was talking about going super hard,
Mm-hmm.
super aggressive. And I was like,
Yeah, she said, unless they make me mad. Oh no. Oh no. Please, 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 please,
yeah, yeah.
please.
So
Yeah.
so regardless, I think she's gonna be Ashley for us this season. But I do think that, and you know what, let's just say she's an honorable mention on my draft.
No, no,
Let's say
no.
that.
If she's on your draft, she's on your draft. Which one is
No,
it?
so I have five people on my draft,
Okay.
and I have an honorable mention, like my sixth person.
And
He is
she's
my sixth,
six.
my person. He's my sixth
Okay.
person. Yeah.
So we can do an honorable mention. I don't mind that. I don't mind
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. So
Good.
I'll have to figure out. Look, I'm gonna figure out my honorable mention. But yes, I do have my draft. She is not on it, and she is not my honorable mention either.
Exactly.
But as we go to the next person,
Who is Rome? Whose actual name is Jack. He's 28 from
Jack.
Michigan. He's the pickleball coach.
So you know what? I have a lot. You know what?
You know what?
You know what? I'm not gonna say it yet, but I have faith in him. I have faith
Okay.
in him. I think that specifically after seeing the first episode, he showed a lot of potential as an
Hmm.
athlete, as a person, as a emotional
Hmm.
intelligence level, and as a flirt.
Hmm.
And for whoever walked in that house and said, "I love me a mustache man," I said, "Oh, you know what? I was not
Was
familiar with your
Taylor?
game."
Wasn't it Taylor? Wasn't it Taylor
No,
that
it
said
was
that?
Haley or Ashley. It was Haley, Ashley, or Lyric. It was one of the white girls. I will say that. Haley,
Okay.
Ashley, or Lyric, but one of them said, I love me a mustache man," and I think she picked the bed by him because of that. I said,
Gotcha.
"Oh, brother, I was not familiar with your game, but you know what? He didn't say a word to that girl." I
But here's
said,
the
"You know
thing.
what?
Here's the thing. The one thing I will say about him is that even in his Broville, he was saying how the women there flirt with him.
The pickleball,
And
yes,
I
the
don't know if
pickleball
you ever
students."
watched any of those, like any shows that show like this cute man who's like a tennis coach or whatever.
Mhm,
Baby, they have a way with women.
mhm.
So I knew he was gonna get there, and he's open to a showmance, right?
He is.
And so I was like, oh, his strategy is gonna be different. I honestly thought he put me in the mind frame of Riley, like not as
Yeah,
volatile as Riley,
a
but
good
like
Riley. What Riley was
a
supposed to be.
that what Riley thought he was gonna be.
Bingo. And
Yes,
this is going back to the whole imitation cast.
yes, yes,
Right.
yes, yes, yes.
But now we're looking at a better Christmas and we're looking at a better Riley. So, hey, did they eat?
Maybe.
Because also, if I said Chuck was supposed to be a better Jared,
Oh.
and I love you, Sari. I love you, Sari. I'll never
Hmm.
talk bad on your son. But Chuck is what Jared was supposed to be, and I have faith in Chuck.
Okay, I see that. I can see it.
That's what I'm saying. This is an imitation. This is an imitation cast, real
I
bad.
see you. I
But
see you.
yes, Rome. I'm gonna wait till we finish, but Rome might be my honorable mention because I feel like I
Okay.
have faith in his game.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's going to lead us to the next person who is definitely on my draft. He is on my
Okay.
draft. I like him. I think he is going to go far. and Jason. That
Yes,
guy,
yes, yes,
drag queen
yes.
from LA.
Yes,
He's gonna go far.
he's gonna go far.
He has the personality, and
Yep.
Like Chuck, he said, I can go in and I could be with the men, and then I could turn Selena on and be with the women.
Thank you. That's a strategy.
That's
That's
a
a strategy.
strategy.
Whatever else they were talking about is not a strategy. What
Yeah.
that is a strategy.
Yep. And the fact that he was already like he's had this like contestant type of been on a contestant type of show before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think he's full of personality. I think
Mm-hmm.
he is going to be what I'm hoping is that why can I ever think this happened last season? Every time I want to bring up somebody, like I can't think of their name.
Frankie.
No, no, I wasn't thinking about Frankie. Last year, the white gay guy who was friends with Mickey, Mickey turned on him.
DC.
Yeah, he's from DC. No, not Jason.
James. It's something like that.
We know who we're
Yes.
talking about,
We know
right?
who we're talking about. Y'all know who we're
I
talking about.
Y'all know who we're talking about. Yes, him. I think like I hope he goes further than him.
I think he will 100%.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Jimmy. That's
Jimmy.
him.
Just give me a
Yeah,
second.
bro.
Jimmy.
Okay.
Honestly, I think he's going to make it super far because he is one coming in with a strategy, but
Hmm.
two, they didn't touch on it in the first episode, but at least one of them know him.
Yeah.
They have to. And maybe they don't, but at
Yeah.
least one of them know him. And that's all you need. All you really need is one person who wants to work with you. So you going in
Yeah.
as a public figure in general,
Yeah.
someone wants to work with you.
Yeah.
Two, he has that strategy, the girls and the guys. He
Hmm.
said, what did he say he's gonna do with the guys? Oh, teach me the gym. Buff me up.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I said the thing with him is that he is so entertaining. They're going to make him part like a regular part of every
Exactly.
episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he is, and he is a TV. He's TV gold because
He is.
his little confessionals that he had, even in the first episode, I was laughing at only him. Only
Yeah.
thing I laughed at for real, was his little confessional moment, and I don't remember what he said about who, but I remember I laughed at him, and
Yeah.
so I'm like, yeah, he's also on my draft, by the way. So
Okay.
we're two
We're
down.
aligning. We're aligning.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so next person is Cam Moo, 32 from Arizona, the MMA coach. You know who I'm talking about?
I have nothing to say about him.
Okay, so he's on my BB draft. He is
Oh,
on my BB draft. And let me tell you why. I just like him. I like him. And the fact that he fought for, is it UFC? Is it the
UFC,
UFC?
yeah, he UFC
UFC.
fighting here.
Yeah, and because he's an MMA coach, I know that comes with a certain level of like level-headedness. That comes with like discipline. He is
Mm-hmm.
strong. He is going to be a comp beast, which the thing with the guys and like who are comp beasts, right? That's either they're either going to try to get them out first
Mm-hmm.
or they're going to carry the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just see big things for this man. And so he is definitely on my draft.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Listen, our drafts are like polar.
Baby,
Okay.
we are literally judging a book by its cover. So I could
We are.
be
We
week
are.
4 and be like,
Mind you, we're going to. Might change it, and y'all cannot fault us for changing it. This is
right,
like first impressions. He gave me nothing, and I think he's probably like. You're right. You're right. I will say he's one of those people that could either be, if he's on the right side of the house, could be an asset to the right side of the house if he's on
right,
it, right?
right.
I think he's a fish in the water if not. And I
Are
don't see
he
him. You know what they all said? I'm going to pull on my social game. Y'all can't all have social game. And if you
right.
do, then whose social game is best? And then that's
Yeah,
when it goes into, okay, who did I gravitate towards even in the Broville? And it
yeah.
wasn't him. It wasn't him.
So, and even though for two different reasons, right? He really did put me in the mind frame of Cody. And do you remember Cody?
Mm-hmm.
He was a comp beast, but he was kind of silent. He was a butthole when like in some
Mm-hmm.
situations and all this other kind of stuff. I literally see that being him.
But you
Like
know
you
why
said,
Cody
depending
did
on what,
well?
but you know, depending, like you said though,
Right.
depending on what
Right.
side of the house he's on,
Exactly.
he's either going to go really far or he is going to be one of those guys where you're like, oh, please get him out of here.
Yes, exactly.
But for right
Because
now, I like him.
even Cody had Derek, and Derek,
Yeah.
and granted, Cody won on a season that Derek wasn't on, but
Hmm.
as well as being second place with Derek. But why Cody learned the game, got as far as he did within the game, and like kind of got any sauce was the season with Derek. And I don't see Camu having a Derek because who's his Derek on this cast? Everybody else on this cast is like, I don't know. Everybody on this cast is a personality, and Derek was like undercover cop. Like
Yeah.
you can't tell from in person, but outside looking in, nobody here on this cast gives undercover cop that has a social game that I can read people, that I can try to like guide you with me, that I can
Yeah.
take you under my wing, and we be like hump beats together. Like I don't know. I don't see
But I
it.
bet
I
you
didn't.
Camus and Rome, I bet you they link up. Like I bet you they have a bromance.
I believe that, but Rome's
Yeah,
gonna have find him a girl, and I tell you that now.
that's
And
true.
that's the difference between Derek, right?
Yeah. And
So we'll
so
see. We'll see,
so
but I
since
respect it.
so since we're talking about social games, you know who social game is going to take her the whole way there,
Hold on,
in my opinion?
Mallory.
No, no, oh no, Latrice.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, 100%
She is TV gold as well.
gold,
She is TV gold. The fact
gold.
that she is spunky, she is funny, she is witty, she is like,
Black.
hello,
She is 50. She is a mother.
50 plus, actually.
She
Yeah.
does not look 50.
She's
She
actually,
is
hold
a
on.
bodybuilder.
Right. She's actually 57.
Cold, crazy,
Crazy.
crazy.
Baby.
The best, the best old person you could have possibly put in this house.
However, she reminded me of Will. And let me tell you why. Because Will had that kind of social game where, Will
Mhm.
floated through
Mhm.
this game. And I feel like Latrice is gonna win competitions, some competitions, but
Mhm.
I feel like she is going to be everybody's mom, everybody's
Mhm.
Amy, everybody's, you know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so I think she's entertaining. I love her and I cannot wait to see how far she goes. She is actually on my BB draft.
And she is on mine too. Hello.
Yes.
On my
Yes.
BB draft, she's actually like yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And her
Good.
nickname was Lala, which I thought was even
Yes.
funnier.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Okay, so
Okay, so
next
we're synced
person,
up.
yeah, so next person is gonna be Lyric. She's 25 from Hawaii and she's an attorney. Yeah, that's how I felt about her. How you just yawned is how I felt about her. That's exactly how I felt. I wanna like her. But for some reason she's giving me America vibes. Say she doesn't. Say she doesn't.
She does. She gives me
She
nothing.
does. She
She gives
does.
me nothing.
She gives me nothing. But I think she's gonna get in a little showmance and she gonna be happy.
She said something, and it was along the lines of, "I." She's an attorney.
Yeah.
That gave me hope for her.
She's an eviction attorney at that.
Eviction, which yes, that's what intrigued me. She said, "I'm an eviction attorney, so I'm gonna facilitate some of these evictions in this house," and that gave me a
Absolutely.
little bit of hope of like she has some sense as to
Hmm.
like not necessarily the game, because the eviction and eviction, these two evictions are not in any way correlated, but
Right.
she gave me like she could actually it where she like has some type of sense into
Hmm.
okay assimilating to how the game is going in the middle, which
Hmm.
cool. And if you assimilate to the middle, cool. But she didn't give me like I'm gonna do something spectacular, and
Right.
I'm not gonna even act like she did.
Right. I agree. Which leads us to the weirdest encounter. Like, I'm not a fan of this girl, Mallory. I definitely judge the book by its cover. Mallory's 24. She's from New Jersey. She's an aerospace engineer,
Mm-hmm.
aka looks like a smaller version of Kelly from
Mm-hmm.
last year.
Yes.
Um, I
Yes.
think because she reminds me of Kelly, I was like, mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. The thing is, what I saw first about her, unfortunately, was them trying to say that Big Brother production actually like watered her down
Yeah. I saw that too.
because they said like, oh, her Instagram is scrubbed of all of her cute dresses and her bikini pics and all of her
Yeah.
like personality, anything,
Yeah.
and they portrayed her as this aerospace scientist,
Nerd.
engineer,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then they showed a little bit of like her like in a bikini and like a little dress, one two. But what I saw on the post was like pick after pick after pick after pick after pick of like her and an actual personality and like
Yeah.
actually dressed up and outside and like at a party and like doing her thing.
Yeah.
So I feel her Hannah Montana vibes, and I kind of like it. I like
I think you said that Hannah Montana vibe.
she's playing. If she needs to play her role, play her role. Now, granted, she's playing the wrong role. If she's gonna, I don't remember what she said she's gonna pretend to be because she's not gonna be a rocket scientist
Yeah,
to them.
she didn't she said she wasn't gonna tell them that. I don't know what she said she was gonna be.
But to
Yeah.
us, she looks like exactly what she's not portraying, which is like, okay, I'm getting mixed vibes. Like, which one is it? Because
I'm telling you, I
honestly, this
got Kelly vibes.
yes, yes. But I think she's like more of a who's one of the smart ones. Like you remember Claire
Hmm.
and like
I love me some
I
Claire.
don't think Kelly was smart. I think Kelly was nerdy.
Yeah.
But Claire, the Claire type of smarts and like the I don't even want to use dang, why did I forget her name last season? Sunflower.
Um, God. Ava.
Ava. She
Ava.
gives me like Claire mixed with Ava. Like you have a personality, but you have a brain
Yeah.
combined. I'm gonna make it work, and I think she might do something. Not much. Maybe, maybe not. But she
I
might
feel like
like
I feel like she's gonna cause some waves. I feel
yes.
like she talked real cocky in the beginning.
As she
And
should. As she should. I think she could win. I think she
okay,
could win
no,
some things.
she might can win something. She might can. But when you get cocky like that, you know what that reminds me of is Heisem. You know what I'm saying? Like when Heisem started talking big and stuff, he went home. When you get cocky like that, especially in the beginning, it doesn't do well for you. And
Mhm.
so I'm not gonna say that everybody else didn't sound cocky or whatever, but the way she spoke, I was like, not a fan, not a fan.
I see that. I see that. And the only reason why I rebuttal that is because, like I said, everybody else sounded the same. So to hear
Yeah,
somebody say anything was like, yes,
yeah,
finally, we have a
I'll take it.
personality. We have a player. Because
Yeah,
everybody's saying, and I can't stress it enough, everybody's saying, boy, I oughta, I'm gonna be the one who
yeah.
changes the Shut up. Shut up. She said it doesn't take a rocket scientist to win Big Brother, but a rocket scientist is about to win Big Brother. Like that is what I'm talking about. So yeah. But I feel you.
Hey,
I feel both ends. That's why I'm saying the Hannah Montana of it. I'm keeping my eye out for her. She's not on my BB draft by any means,
no, she's
but
not. Yeah.
she is in my mind, and that's
Okay,
what
so
counts.
we're down to the last two cast members,
Okay.
virgin cast members.
Right.
I just have to say that. So that is going to be Melody. She was the blonde girl, 24,
Yes.
Colorado game show host. Um, I love the fact that she was like, I don't want to show man's. I don't want
Mhm.
to show man's. I
Mhm.
also love the fact that she gave me Catherine vibes.
She did better, Catherine. Better,
That's how
Catherine.
Catherine should have showed up, right? And then, but I like her.
I do too.
She is actually on my draft.
What?
Yeah,
Your draft is just like, you
my
know
draft
what?
is wild.
You did like this. You pulled from this corner, you pulled from this
Yep.
corner, you pulled from this corner, and then the middle, and you said draft.
Yes.
I'm not mad
And
at you.
I did. I pulled hold on, because the last person I didn't tell you, and we kind of ran over him, is Barrett. Barrett is on my BB draft. And I know you don't see my vision right now, but when I tell you I had such a good feelings from everybody that's on my draft. And as you know, my draft was a bust last year, so my draft could be a bust this
Yes,
year. But baby, the B, we gonna hold it down.
that part. That part.
But did you hear the name? My B
Say
block.
your B block.
My B block. Yeah,
That
because last year I was the beehive, so this year I'm the B block.
the B block. I hope they're
Yeah,
not on the block.
I didn't like that because you just named me, and I like you didn't have to do all that. You
I
didn't
no
have
no
to
no.
do that.
I actually really like the B block. That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
I didn't even make a name for mine. But
what
I
did
will
you
tell
like?
you who's the last on mine.
Okay.
Well, I will say I don't Melody. I think she gained points for me because that's what we were talking about
Okay.
last. She gained points when she said Drew was annoying, and that was
Yes.
all that I really needed from her.
Yeah.
Everything else, she didn't give me much.
Mhm.
Except she gave me that she would like be in the middle. She gave Catherine vibes. You hit that
Mhm.
nail on the head. But I didn't love Catherine, and I didn't think Catherine was like slated to win by any means. I think Catherine and Catherine Jr. are like jury members
Here's the thing. I liked Catherine last. I liked Catherine until she got
without
with
Riley.
Riley. You're right. Without Riley, we probably would have got a totally different Catherine,
Right.
and she probably would have won more. But like having the showmance with Riley, and then
Mhm.
having to navigate the house after that, like it
Mhm.
was a bust for her, right?
Mhm. But I think
Okay.
this one's a little more snappy because
Mhm. Mhm.
which isn't good in her case because as the blondie, like not ditzy girl, but like she said she's gonna play into the whole. What did she say? What's her
Yeah.
occupation?
She's the game show host.
The snappy game show host.
She's gonna align with the right side of the house, and I think she's gonna be
Hopefully,
fine. Yeah, I think
hopefully,
she's gonna be fine.
but I think this is a very well rounded cast, and that's why when you were like, oh, I don't really like them as a whole. I was like, I feel like they're so different. I can't see who would
Yeah,
work with who genuinely.
right.
Like I don't look at their pictures and be like, oh, this person's gonna work with this person. Now, what I will say is Mallory. She said, I want to work with lyrics so bad, right?
Wasn't that weird though? When she was like, I told her, like, I just want to be her best friend. Me and Naya looked at each other like, oh girl, it's day one. Like,
Why?
it's so
Why?
funny. And like, pause. This is like an ADD moment, but it's when Naya was watching Love Island, she would be like, "Honey, it's a love right now, blah blah blah." And that's how I
Wait, she
felt.
would say what? She would say what?
Like it's only day three. Like it's day one, it's day
Yes.
two, it's day three. How are you already in love? It's you've only been on the show a
Yes.
week. How are you in love with this person and crying and all this other kind of stuff?
Yes.
So when Mallory was saying that about Lyric, I was like, girl, it's only words. Like, man.
Like just off of nothing.
Okay, so last cast birthday cast member is Yash, right?
Yash.
He is from New Jersey. He's a financial analyst. And so let me tell you the controversy with him, which I like him just because he's an alternative player. You know that, right? An
Right.
alternate
Yes.
player.
I heard that as well. Yes.
So Levi, who was supposed to be on the season, he had his photo. He was sequestered. And did. And so CBS has not come out and said why or what happened, but baby, they slated Yash in there, and I'm like, baby, you already have some controversy behind you. Like, bring it home.
What happened?
Yeah.
Like what happened? What you why you
Hmm.
on this why you on this casting and what you gonna show us?
Yeah. Now show us something. This is like your second chance, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you didn't get it on the first, so this is your second chance. Like now you have to like bring it. You know what I'm
And guess
saying?
what? And
Show
guess
them
what?
why you should have been casted the first time.
He is on my BB draft. Thank you.
No, he's not.
He is in fact on my
Okay,
BB draft.
okay.
He came in as the suave, yeah
Yeah,
boy. And it
yeah,
was something about it I was like, it gives win competitions.
yeah.
It gives I can assimilate to this cast. It gives
Hmm.
he has some type of pull in like a
Hmm.
middle ground way. I think
Yeah.
playing the middle is what I've learned more so now more than ever, where you want to be. Like, you don't want to be the Camu or the Chuck, honestly. You want to
Mm-hmm.
be the Yad. You don't want to be the Barrett who's the tallest in the house.
Right.
You don't want to be the Latrice who's the oldest in the house. You don't want to be the Drew who's the youngest in the house. You want to be that middle kind of threat, kind of not threat. And you
Yeah.
know what I did? I actually rewatched Ashley's final speech
Mhm.
right before this season, and
Yeah.
it was like 11. It was like well, in DC, right? It was 7:50. It was like 7:57, and it was like she said, I always put myself in the middle. I was never the person after that first Showergate incident. I was never the threat you wanted to get out, but I was never this nobody that you could just dispose of. I was always annoying enough to be in the middle, but not like he gives middle.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of them give middle, so I don't know who's gonna really show out.
Yeah.
But he gave me, I believe in you. And so it's not, I don't even know what it is about him, but he gave me
Okay.
middle ground, and I said, you know what, replacement, do your big one. Alternative, excuse me.
Yes, yes. Okay, so since we went through all the Virgin cast, right? Now we have to talk about the three who are coming back, the time trip, right?
Right,
And
right.
so in the first episode, they had a competition for every person that they were bringing back. The first one, they had to stack the big and little items on a rack, and then it had to
Hmm.
stay for 10 seconds. And Rome won that. And when
Yes.
he won that, he brought out Angela.
Angela.
Tomato, tomato, tomato. Okay, but hold on.
Boo.
It's so funny because Anaya was like, I can't get over Crazy Eyes. I just can't get over her saying that. I don't like her. And I would say same thing. Angela's annoying, right? However, you know what made me like her? Amazing
There's
Race.
who?
Amazing Race. When she was on there with her daughter, I think I saw a different side of her. And I was like, with you. You didn't, but you liked her on Amazing Race.
I have never been an Angela fan, and when they went home, I was happy.
Okay, okay, I respect it.
Angela just like
Yeah.
Karen.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
I won't say anything else.
Okay.
Karen.
We can move past.
And them like giving her a moment.
Yeah.
Take your moment. Take your moment. And she felt like she's learned some lessons from her
Yeah.
season, and that she's traveled a little bit, and that okay, girl.
Yeah. So I think it is funny because I like Barrett, and Barrett was like, if I could play Big Brother with anybody, it was going to be Angela.
Angela.
The fact he's so happy about it,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
I want to see how that dynamic is. But Latrice did say, oh, we have somebody to vote out.
Easy. And you know who she told
Easy.
that to? Jason. And you know who both of
That's
them are
right.
on? You know both of them are on my BB draft. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. I picked the right
Hello.
draft.
Hello. Hello. Yes. And I could totally see them working together, Latrice and
A
Jason.
hundred percent, because she said
Yeah.
it so twice. So
Yeah.
then the next one was the whole build a bridge, which
Yeah.
Chuck, Taylor, Haley, and Andrew time traveled into a survivor game, which they had to build a
Hmm.
bridge from one end to another, in which Chuck won.
That was a survivor thing?
That was a survivor, like it was a survivor esque game.
I didn't know that. Okay, but that
Yeah,
makes sense
yeah,
because, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't actually something that they played on Survivor, but it was Survivor like esque.
Yeah, I get it.
Chuck won, which I
Hmm.
was ecstatic about, in which Rick Devens from 38 of Survivor and 50 of Survivor
No
came
clue.
in. Survivor 50 just went off.
Yeah.
Just went off. I became a diehard Rick Devens fan from Survivor 50.
Really?
Rick Devens is going to change this game in a way that you have not seen before, and the way you, and not that you know of Rick Devens at all, but
Yeah.
anybody listening and watching, if you dislike Rick Devens, watch this season of Big Brother, and you're going to see exactly why people like Rick Devens. He is a like individual, and there's
Okay.
something about individuals like Rachel Riley, like
Yeah.
Dave Vaughn, like
Yeah.
Rick Devens, like Taylor,
Yeah.
that you just like, okay, I wasn't familiar with your game type of beat.
So here's the thing. I will say the one thing that makes me interested in him is the fact that I know nothing about him.
Hmm.
I don't watch Survivor. I've never watched Survivor. I don't know him. So
Right.
to me, he's a virgin player, like
Good.
with the other cast, right? And so I'm excited to learn him.
Hmm.
And the thing that's interesting too is that because I guess he's been on Survivor, they don't do an intro like they do for everybody else. So you don't really get to know like all
Hmm.
this information from him about him. So I think that's even like sets me in more because I'm like, okay, what's your story? How do you play? What's your social game like? Especially because you've been on Survivor,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So
What I will give y'all, right?
yeah,
And I'll give you this. He is the idol hunter. So like what is an HOH in Big Brother is an idol in Survivor, and it's just a piece of paper that you find in the jungle randomly. He hunts them down, and they said it
yeah.
in the episode.
Angela said it. Yeah.
Yes.
Angela knew exactly who he was.
He's a beast, actually, but he's
Okay.
never won because all he can do, like, once you get that title of like idol hunter, like, anybody going off and like on their own and searching for an idol, you want to get them out because like now you don't know if they have one or not, right? He's
Gotcha.
always has one. He always saves himself. He's like a Picture Dan Giesling on this season. He is the Dan Giesling
Mm,
of Survivor.
really? Okay,
It's it's
so
it's, it's insane.
I'm sad for him. I'm sad.
He is on my BB draft.
Really?
He's my fifth member.
Okay.
He's my fifth member. So it's Latrice, Chuck, Jason, Rick Devens, and Yash.
So
I love,
your BB draft is a little random, but I see what you did there though.
right?
I
It's
see what
literally
you did there. Okay.
he's good. He's good. But like I want him to play his. The thing about it is Survivor is not Big Brother and Big Brother is not Survivor, and so
Absolutely.
he's gonna have to adjust, but I think he plays a volatile game, which, if you think about it, so has Rachel Riley, and she's won. So has no new era players, which is why I'm like, he might not win, but he's going to make some. He's gonna make waves in this game, and that's what counts
Like you said, the two games aren't alike.
at
So
all.
I hope that he realizes that early on
Mm-hmm.
and he adjusts. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
don't take those same tactics in here. So that leaves the last person, which I was so disappointed that they left it as the cliffhanger. And it's because they're going to announce it tomorrow on
On
BB
BB
Unlocked.
Unlocked, yes.
So we have two different theories on who the third player is, and I'm gonna let you go first on who you think it is.
First of all, can we speak on Rachel Riley being announced as the third player? Ooh, the
What?
scream that I scrumped. I said, there is no
Yeah,
way that
yeah.
they put her back on. Mind you, she's had a redemption arc for you. She
Hmm.
has always been in my heart, and she's literally been on the jury last season. There's no way they brought her back when there are
Yeah.
so many iconic players that you can bring back. I was not upset about it, but I was gobsmacked at the fact that they would even consider this.
No, like seriously, I was like flabbergasted. I
Yeah.
promise you, she walked out. And I think because I was looking, I was doing something, and Naya was like, "There's red hair," and I was like, "Huh?" And so when I looked up and I saw her, I said, like when I tell you my mouth hit the ground, I was like,
Yes.
"Ain't no way they
There's no
brought this
way.
woman back." Especially after last season, especially with Angela. I was
Yes!
like,
Oh
what?
that would have been
Magic?
so good. That would have been so
Oh,
good. Oh, that would have been
messy wise, it would have been so good.
so good. TV gold.
Well, listen. I wasn't with it. And you know, I mean, Rachel won me over
Yes.
last year, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
I even said it. I said, if Rachel is in this house, they better do what they didn't do last year, which
Yes.
is vote her out week one.
And you know what's so funny? She literally, as they went to that competition, said,
Hmm.
if you're gonna take a shot at the queen, you better
Hmm.
not miss our Do you know I think gobsmacked is the word that I have to
Yeah,
use. I was screaming
yeah,
because that is Rachel Riley through and through. So for it
yeah.
to be for CBS, Big Brother, Julie Chen, all of them to troll us as viewers. Oh, we're gonna fake pump fake Rachel Riley in as first of all, let me tell you something. If you think that
Hmm.
you got one up on us,
Yeah,
try again because we didn't want her there in the first place. Even
right.
though I screamed and I was like not upset, it didn't make sense. And so when she
Yeah.
got walked away by that T Rex towards the
Hmm.
thing, it was a cute moment. But you didn't get no one up on us because there was no way, and I knew there was no way that y'all had Rachel Riley come back for a back-to-back season, and for y'all to make Julie Chen say, "I never thought I would be saying this, but welcome back, Rachel." Like, girl, please. Y'all are
When she
trying really,
said
really
that,
hard.
no, like literally when she said that, I was like, oh no, this is for real. Like, this is for real. And then she started her speech, and I had secondhand embarrassment because I was like, here she goes
Hmm.
again, and she's going to rub all these people the wrong way. And with Rachel, what did I tell you last year? You either get her out or you take her all the way. There is no in between. There is no middle with Rachel. So when she was giving her speech, I was like, girl, don't do it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't piss these people off.
The worst part is, I really think that they would not have gotten her out. I think
Um,
the evil you know is better
mm-mm.
than the evil you don't, considering the whole Rick Devens of it all and the Angela of it all. I'm not gonna lie. I think they would have had that same mindset from last season where it was like we're
Yeah,
obviously not gonna let her win. So
right.
let's keep her.
But there was so much talk last year about if they would have got Rachel out earlier, right? That everybody watched last season. So they would have saw it and they would have been like, okay, I'm just saying what I would have done. If I was in the
Yes.
house and I saw Rachel come back in, oh
Immediately.
no, boo, I'll get you out first week. Like, we're not even gonna do this again. I'm gonna send you
Mm-hmm.
back home to Brandon and your kids. And we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
call it a summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so that makes me think because we're coming down to the final of it all. There's a third person who hasn't been announced yet, and I think it's somebody totally different than who you think, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you think it's who?
So when they introduced that Rachel was not actually the person, and then they said the date, December 20th, 2023. I thought immediately, right? 2023 was Reindeer Games. Reindeer Games was All Stars, pretty much a Big Brother, and I figured they would bring an All Star because Angela, like, what? Please, that's not an All Star by any means. So you have to
Yeah.
bring. If you're talking about time, you're talking about iconic. Bring back somebody. I go Reindeer Games, and then I looked it up and I said, okay, Reindeer Games ended on December 19th, 2023,
Hmm.
which is not the 20th, but Nicole Franzel won Reindeer Games.
Hmm.
So here I am thinking the third person is Nicole. Now, granted, I dislike Nicole, so I am hoping to everybody and under all production, please, no Nicole. I
And
can't do this.
so,
No
and
Nicole.
opposite from you, I love me some Nicole. Absolutely love me some Nicole. And but I disagreed with you because her babies are like 4 or 5 months. So I don't think she's gonna leave
Yes.
her babies, which gets me into it's another survivor person. So Tuesday, when they did the Broville, right? They were saying who are gonna be the alumni that they're bringing back. I thought it was gonna be all BB players, right?
Right. Right.
So on Tuesday, it came out that Angela was confirmed and Rick Devens was confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
The third person, they kept saying it was like random people, but the name that I kept seeing a lot was D from Survivor. Again, I don't watch Survivor. I don't know who D is.
D.
Yeah, that's who they said. Now, so it'll be interesting now that Rachel's out, if that's who they bring in. Now, I don't understand why they would bring two Survivor people back. So maybe it's a totally different show. Maybe it's another BB person. But from what I heard on Tuesday, it was D from Survivor.
I mean, it would make sense, I guess, to
Hmm.
bring a Survivor winner and a Survivor legend, right?
Okay.
But D has gone on Survivor twice. She
Uh-huh.
was on her season that she won, and she was on 50. D and Rick Devens were on 50 together,
Hmm.
which is a whole nother piece of lore that unless you know, you don't know, and they're gonna work together. Which I mean, 2 against 16 is like whatever, but
Yeah.
they're gonna work together because they worked. They didn't work together, but they were on season 50 of Survivor together. But D is also on the challenge. D has been training. D
He's on the
is
challenge?
he has went from Survivor to the challenge to Survivor to Big Brother. First of all, she's on a generational run. Let me just say.
Okay.
But also,
Okay.
if y'all let D breathe, D is a winner. D wins. And Big Brother games, I'm not gonna say they're easier or harder than Survivor, but Survivor games have a little bit more like, ugh.
Here's the thing. The fact that you said that she was on the challenge
The
is a little bit more
challenge,
than like if you do the challenges, like you would breeze through Big Brother.
and you won't breeze. And I say that because you could take Morgan, you could, and take Keanu, Morgan and Keanu, you can win everything, and it still won't matter at the
No, no,
end.
no. But just
But
pop
yes,
wins wise.
yes,
Just pop wins. Like she
exactly.
could
But
be dumb, but
D has a social game, and she's a winner. So if it's D,
yeah,
my sixth play, my honorable mention,
it's gonna be
D
D.
is D. If it's D, that's my honorable mention. And I hate to have two non-version cast as my BB draft, but D is like a solid pick.
Okay. So again, our drafts might pick once we learn who the third person is, and once I go do my research on these Survivor people because I am not a Survivor fan. I think that that is going to be super interesting. So, like I said, yes, tomorrow we will know who the third person is,
Yes.
and then HOH is Sunday. So yeah.
Yes.
So like
So
the games really do begin.
it begins, and I love that they are leaving us with cliffhangers. I love that they're trying. So the thing about it is, like, we talked about this. I want to try to live feed it all this season, but like
Yeah.
they're trying to leave cliffhangers. Why would I not like let them leave me on a cliffhanger and just wait till Friday and Sunday? I'm still thinking on it, and I hate
Yeah.
to. I was supposed to decide by now, but because I've already tried, like I've already encountered. They said they already know who the HOH is possibly.
Uh-huh.
I exit out of that so quick. I said, nah, I
Yeah.
can't. I can't. But we're gonna have to see, and we're in it for the long haul. This is
Yeah.
the beginning of a great season.
Yes.
Buckle up. We have our
Buttercup. Buckle up, Buttercup.
draft ready. We have our
Yeah.
initial opinions out of the way. Y'all, we are not subject. We are subject to change our minds. Okay,
Yeah.
and I have no problem with saying I was wrong. Okay.
Oh, I had to backtrack last year. Like I have no problem saying I'm wrong either. But I think this season is going to be interesting for so many different reasons. Like I am going to be sat the whole time and I am going to be watching and attentive. And here's the thing, and this is the funny thing. You're thinking about going to live feeds, and I'm thinking about not doing live feeds this year. Only because
It takes so
I
much
think
fun.
I think the anticipation of figuring out what happens on the episode, however, you just see so much.
It's
You
so
see
much.
so much
It's
on these
so much.
live feeds. And
I
then
know.
like when you're on the episode, like you can't connect the dots. On the
Mm-hmm.
live feeds, baby, all of them connected.
Hmm.
So
But it
so I
comes
don't
with a
know.
cost. So it's
It
like,
does. It
yeah.
does.
It's like
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I know who won HOH, but now I know why this person hates this person.
Yeah.
Versus I don't necessarily know why you're acting like this and why y'all just evicted this person, but I'm on the edge of my seat during the episode. So it's like you gotta
Right.
pick like, but once you commit to one, you have to commit. So like we're gonna figure it out before our
We
next
gonna figure it out.
episode. In the meantime, we got a week long worth of BB. We got more twists and turns to come.
Mhm.
And just like that, it's a wrap on this week's episode of
Woo!
Judging a Book's by its cover.
Yes. I will say, I think this is our. No, do the hand clap. Go ahead. I do think judging a book by its cover is probably my favorite episodes that we
Mhm.
do. Because we did one for traders, we did
Yes.
one for BB last year.
Yeah.
So
It's our
they're
thing.
always fun and hit
First
every time.
impressions are everything. Like
Absolutely.
you can never go wrong with a first impression, and whether it's like your fault or production's fault or just our opinion, it's just like
Yeah.
it's so human of us to be like, I like you for no
Yeah.
reason at all, and I have no inkling towards you for
Yeah.
actually no apparent reason at all.
Right. Like the
Right.
fact that I just don't like Drew. Like, oh
No,
my. But
we don't like.
anyway, I am so excited to spend the summer with you and the summer with our BB fam. So I'm excited to get this kicked back off.
Next week should be so good. So, thank you for tapping in with us on another week. And if you enjoy our Yap sessions, please follow, favorite, and rate our show.
Yes. Follow us and come say hi to us on Instagram at Zing_the reality podcast. Come say hi to us on TikTok. Be sure to like, comment, repost, favorite, share, all of the above. And we're spicing it up for just a little bit this season. For season 2, we are going to be on Facebook and YouTube. So listen,
Ooh!
we're newbies in those areas. So be patient with us. Treat us nice.
Right,
Talk to us real nice.
that part.
But as always, I'm your co-host Brandy,
And I'm your co host, Montrell. And remember, spread light.
and spread love. And I'll see you tomorrow on the live feeds. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.